But I don't know.
I like bad bitches, mad bitches. If you ain't 100, then you can't sit with us. You hear that? Everybody swear to know about us, but you're only.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Maya, and I'm back with another freaking video. If you're new here, subscribe and hit that like button. And we are on the road to 1K. I'm about to share a story with y'all that is very sentimental to me. Might not be to y'all, but it is to me. But anyways, I don't know, like a couple years back it happened, and it still taunts me today. Like, I might not really show that I'm depressed or like that anything is bothering me. Sometimes it hit me out the blue more than others. Sometimes it just, really, to be honest, it be there every day. And I'm not going to get into my private thoughts of what be there every day because, you know. But basically, let's start here. Long story short. No, I'm going to make it a long story. I ain't making it short. I'm not. Okay. I had this person that I called my friend. And we planned to link. And so I was like, oh, we can meet at the park. We can link at the park. We could, you know, do something like that. Okay, so at the time I was like depressed and stuff like that. So I was just really wanting to hang out, and like I was in a deep depression already. So I already wanted to really hang out and just, you know, stop being depressed and stuff. Make friends and all this and that. And anyway, so yeah, I've been like, we can meet at the park, this and that. And she was like, I don't know, my boyfriend not gonna want me places that I don't really know about, and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we can watch baddies or, you know, such and such. You know, have fun watching baddies and stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. And she was like, I could tell my boyfriend to leave if you don't feel comfortable. I'm like, yeah, okay, do that. And so, you know how, like, I guess it's my intuition that did this, but you know how, like, when you don't really feel like doing nothing again. So, well, I didn't have my car. I didn't. But still, I didn't feel like really going again. So, I was like, oh, my car not here. I don't have my car. Which I didn't. But she was like, oh, I can come pick you up. I'm like, girl, you don't have to do that. We can just reschedule another time. She be like, girl, I'm not wasting. No, I be like, you don't have to waste your gas doing that. She be like, oh no, I'm not wasting my gas if I'm coming to pick you up and going straight back home. Which was the red flags. I'm about to be telling y'all all the red flags that I just missed because I was just wanting to, you know, just get out. So she was like, oh, I'm not wasting my gas if I'm coming to get you and going right back home. And I found that a little odd, but I've been like, okay, cool. And so a little minute go by, and I guess she was on the way, but she didn't really text me back like that after that. And so soon as I was about to tell her I didn't want to go again, she was pulling in the yard. And I was like, dang, you know, like, dang. But, so while we on the way to her house or whatever the case may be, she was like, oh, do you smoke? And I was like, nah, I don't do none of that and this and that. And then she was telling me about a friend that she met online that be coming over at her house or whatever it can be. She was like, oh, I like her. She real cool. We get along good. And she always coming over, this and that. That was the second red flag. Now that I'm replaying everything that happened, I'm catching that red flag. But yeah, so I'm like, oh, that's good, this and that. So we get to her house, y'all. her boyfriend was supposed to be gone. He was supposed to be gone. He's on the couch on the phone. So I walked in. I was like, Anyway, I sat down on the opposite couch near the TV, and I started texting my location to family members, and that's when. Oh, I sat there for a little bit. You know, you sit in the chair a little like this, like, you know, shy and stuff like that. So I'm sitting there. He on the phone or whatever the case may be. She's sitting next to me. She put baddies on. Okay, so I guess he got off the phone and he fell asleep on the couch. And me and her, we still watching baddies. We laughing loud and jumping like that. So I guess he got up and went in the room. And that's when she like, oh, you ready to drink or this and that, this and that. I'm like, yeah, cool, this and that. So we went to the kitchen. I was looking at the drinks and stuff like that, seeing which one I wanted. And I got the one that I know don't really hit me, you know, strong or this and that. And so I had poured my drink. She poured hers. And so while I'm drinking and stuff, we just talking and stuff like that. She gonna ask me, do I like to kiss my friends while I'm drunk? Okay, mind you, me and this girl, we've been cool for like probably like 5-6 months or whatever the case may be. So she was like, oh, this is my first time even drinking around her. So she was like, oh, do you like to kiss your friends while you drunk? I was like, no. That's exactly how I did. I said, no. And she had laughed, and she had just laughed. And so we went back. That's the third red flag. We went back to sit down on the couch and watching baddies again. We just looking, watching and stuff like that. And we was talking about Instagram. I think, yeah, we was talking about Instagram and stuff like that. So next thing you know, it looked like she was just waiting on something kicking, because she was like this. The TV right here, and I'm right here sitting behind her, and she in front of me. We watching TV up here. She was like this, and just like, you know, waiting there. And so when I was drinking, mind you, my shot was like right here. Before we even sat down, I'm in my head. I don't know if I said it out loud, but I'm in my head like, dang, this hitting me, you know, stronger than usual. So we sit down and stuff like that. I'm still a little bit tipsy. I'm tipsy and stuff like that. So while she's sitting there, we watching TV. Tell me why this girl come to feel on my chest and I move her off me. And the thing is, you would think that once you tell somebody to stop, that means stop. And I felt awkward. I'm one of them type of people that I'm not mean, but like, I'm gonna let you know, like, leave me alone. Like, I felt so awkward, and I was in a situation where that never happened to me before. So I wasn't really thinking that she would go to the extreme that she was going. And so I'm pushing her off. She did it at least a good 3 times. So I'm like, stop, and this and that. And I had text for my ride to come get me. And so I got up. Oh, she was like, no, she got up. She went to the kitchen. She was like, oh, you about to go, this and that. And I said, yeah. And I had got up and I had stood on the wall. At this moment, the drink starting to hit me hard and stuff like that. So that's when, oh, she sat on the couch again. And I'm just sitting there texting for my ride to get me and stuff like that. And she was like, why you standing up? You making me feel uncomfortable or this and that. And I'm like, it just icked me the way she was saying it. Y'all should have heard how she was saying it. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, dang, and I don't want to go outside. It's dark out there. I was like, dang, because it had just got dark. That when it was getting dark at like 6 o'clock or so. So I'm like, dang, I don't want to go out there. It's dark, this and that, this and that. Okay, I wait a little minute. Tell me why this girl came back up to me, start kissing on me, this and that, this and that. And I'm sitting there, I'm trying to go to the bathroom. Y'all, I could have barely even walked to the bathroom. I'm like, I never felt that. I don't know if I was just deeply drunk, but I couldn't be deeply drunk because I only pulled a little bit to where I know I don't get drunk like that. So I'm trying to find the bathroom and stuff. I go to the bathroom. Mind you, she kept in and out the room. I don't know. Her boyfriend gotta know that she be on that type of time. And so when I came out the bathroom, my ride finally was here. So when I went to go left out the door to find my ride, y'all, I could have barely even find the truck, bro. I couldn't barely get in the truck. And so, yeah, so, damn, my weave, it's all synthetic. But, yeah, I could have barely find the truck. And when I got in the truck, when I got home, I went to sleep. I woke up 4 o'clock in the morning, y'all, just busting out, crying. Like, I was boo-hoo crying. And ever since that day, I blocked the girl on everything. And ever since that day, I was just traumatized. Like, when somebody would, like, touch me, I would get anxiety and stuff like that. Even when family members touch me and stuff like that, I get very high anxiety. Even like sleeping, I was sleeping by my cousin one time, laying by her, and my anxiety was just kicking up. And I was trying to hold it in, but it felt like something was just deep on my chest. And so I tried to thug it out through the night. And when I woke up that morning, I caught an anxiety attack. I ran downstairs, went to the bathroom, crying, doing this, doing that. But y'all, when I tell you that stuff still affect me now, it still affect me now. And I just don't be saying nothing about it because I don't be thinking people really want to hear what I got to say. But like, maybe I wanted to tell y'all because maybe somebody else is going through it and somebody could give a few pointers of how to get through it, because I went to therapy and all. And when I tell you I went to therapy, I'm telling this man my stuff. He's sitting there looking at me like, and I'm sitting there like, in his mind, he probably like, what the. But anyway, I'm telling him my business, and he's sitting there repeating the same thing back to me that I was just saying to him. So he be like, so you feel like she this and that or this and that. He not really doing nothing to help me. So I had stopped going. And it was one time I really bust out crying. Like, I really cried in front of this man. And after that, I felt good for a little while, and then it went back to the same thing. But yeah, like, it's a lot of people in the world that's going through the same thing, that been SA'd and stuff like that. Even like, you would think that you would do that, like females would think that it could just happen with men, that men would SA you, but it's women too. And the way she was doing it, she was very aggressive than a girl, you know, like she did it like a man would do. Like, you a girl, why are you trying to really push to do something with me? And like, I was doing an order one day, and it was I think I was doing Spark, and I was going, it sent me to the neighborhood that she was in, that she lived in. And when I did, boy, my anxiety ran up so bad. It's already was running up. And then I look, I see the car, and I think I seen her in it. And listen, I don't know, y'all, but that was just my story. That's what I wanted to tell y'all, in case people just didn't. Well, I know people don't really know except the people that I really felt comfortable telling this story to, or the people, my loved ones and stuff like that. But yeah, I do not like meeting people like that no more, or talking to people, or, you know, stuff like that. I really do try, but I limit myself. Like, I'm not going, y'all know. But yeah, comment below, tell me what y'all think, give me a few pointers. If you went through this before, let me know. And yeah, thank you for listening to my story, and Maya's out.